What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with today being Sunday, we are jumping into our indie comics weekend. We're going to be kicking it off with something that you guys have been asking for, and that is Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 1, with a story written by Todd McFarlane and the artwork by Brett Booth. Gunslinger Spawn is finally getting his own series. Having a backstory in King Spawn issue number 1, we are seeing him thrown into the 21st century. Previously residing in the midst of the American Civil War, he has come a long way since 1864. And if you did not catch King Spawn issue number 1, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with these brand new ongoing series. Be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with Gunslinger issue number 1, we are picking up with Gunslinger Spawn and Al Simmons. And Spawn has come to just check up on him. The two of them escaping together, now free in this place. He needed to make sure whatever's going on in his story arc had nothing to do with Gunslinger. But with the two of them going in their separate directions, we see Gunslinger Spawn hop onto his motorcycle and he takes off, only for that motorcycle to break down on him. Being an individual from 1864, he has no idea how a motorcycle even works. And so while he attempts to navigate this new world he finds himself in, that's where we pick up with a young kid by the name of Taylor. Taylor currently working at a gas station, playing on his phone. This seems to be an average day for an average kid who has to work. And as the boss makes his exit, this is where we see his friends come in and let him know that there is an epic party that they're all about to go to. With Taylor closing up shop, they head out. And after a long night of hanging out with his friends, they drop him off and he notices that his garage door is a little bit open. Going over to check out what's going on, as he walks inside, he sees a gorgeous motorcycle. Having no clue where this motorcycle came from, he quickly learns because he is facing down the barrel of a double-barreled shotgun. The wielder of that shotgun is Gunslinger Spawn. And immediately, Taylor, he panics. He freaks out, but he is able to answer every single one of Gunslinger's questions. First and foremost, there must be something wrong with that two-wheel contraption. What is it? Taylor, having a little bit of knowledge on how to work with motorcycles, he goes to examine it to try to figure out what might be wrong. And what is wrong is this thing has run out of gas. And in a fit of rage, we see Gunslinger, he grabs hold of Taylor and he asks him, what the heck are you talking about? What is gas? Being a man from the 1800s, he has absolutely no idea what a motorcycle is, what gas is, and so all of these things, they are very foreign to him. But this is when we are taken to a private museum, and we have factions of angels currently meeting up, discussing what they are gonna do about Gunslinger Spawn. With the two factions calling a truce, at least temporarily, they are gonna be working together to take down Gunslinger. And so as they discuss what is going to happen next, that is where we pick back up in the garage. And at this point, Taylor is trying his best to explain how to get gas, how all this works, how the 21st century operates. But Gunslinger only needs to know enough information to get himself back to the 19th century. And at this point, Taylor really hasn't figured out that this guy isn't from this timeline. Obviously, he's absolutely terrified by him, but he's trying to figure out, like, you don't have a phone, you don't have Google, like, what are you talking about? The only thing Gunslinger does know is that he needs to be able to get to Twin Buttes. Lucky for him, he has already found himself there, with Taylor pointing up to a mural showing Twin Buttes in plain English. The issue with this is Gunslinger cannot read. Of course, it completely baffles Taylor, saying, how have you survived all of this time not knowing how to read? Gunslinger exposing his weapons, letting him know this is exactly how I've gotten by. But as the two of them, they continue to discuss the motorcycle, how to upgrade it, maybe make it even a little bit faster. The only issue with all of this equipment, all the materials that they need are back home. And so with Gunslinger wanting to head back to Taylor's house, we are let known that Taylor's dad says he can't come back. He is actually very strict and very serious about this. There is a specific time that Taylor is not allowed at the house. Not really understanding this is when Gunslinger, he gets attacked by an angel. This angel with red in its eyes. It comes careening out of the sky and drives right into Gunslinger. And like two trains colliding head on, this battle is an absolute mess. And as Gunslinger draws out his revolver, he goes to take his shots, but the angel is able to block them. Using his wings as a shield, Gunslinger unloads on those wings, knowing that the wings are so very precious to angels. This would give him the opening. This would give him the opportunity to make his attack. A man who rarely misses a shot. He puts one right between the eyes of this angel, hitting it directly in the forehead. We see the angel go down. Amidst all of this chaos, Taylor was trying to make his escape. Gunslinger telling him to get back here and letting him know exactly what this is. Telling him that this is an angel. And today, you're gonna learn how to kill one. The truth of the matter is that no matter what you do, you have to hit them in the brain. Hit them right in the forehead. Be it a knife, an arrow, a bullet, it does not matter. But this is the only sure way to take down an angel. And so as Gunslinger uses this angel as just a pincushion, throwing swords into his head, asking Taylor if he wants to try, of course Taylor's gonna pass on this. But the two of them, they hop on the motorcycle and they head off back to Taylor's house. Taylor very skeptical of this because he knows his father will not like it that he's here. Gunslinger Spawn convincing him that his father will be fine with it. We see him go inside, but upon going inside, what he sees are angels. His father meeting with a ton of them. And now that he has seen the angels, they plan to take him out back and they plan to bury him, saying that no human should be seeing them, with Taylor calling out to his father, begging him to stop them, begging him for any kind of help. His father lets him know that this is his fault, that he should have listened, and that he brought this upon himself. With the angels dragging him outside, this is where Gunslinger Spawn has been waiting for him. Seeing the angels drag him off, Gunslinger Spawn jumps into action. Now, that will end this part of the story. There are 3 other mini stories inside of this. One specifically that we are going to cover is one known as Weapons. And what's unique about this story is it's letting us know exactly how his guns are so effective against angels and everything else. Because the truth is, Gunslinger Spawn is one of the weakest out there. And normal bullets, they're just simply not enough to take them down. So what he has been doing, he has been dipping his bullets in his own blood. And he doesn't use this with just bullets. It could be arrows, it could be knives, whatever he finds useful at the time. But as he honed this skill over the years, the weaker he became, with his blood being the one thing that helps him out. This has made him the weakest spawn to ever walk the earth. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think this is a great introductory issue for anybody that's really looking to jump in on who Gunslinger Spawn is. And I think that's kind of the purpose of writing these new ongoing series, is to really bring Spawn to a new generation. Be it Al Simmons or anybody else, honestly. We're finally getting the opportunity, getting some new stories, getting some new lines, bringing back some old characters, some old enemies, and really giving it some fresh motivation. Gunslinger definitely has me on board. It's going to be quite interesting to see him try to traverse his way back to 1864. But as he finds himself in the 21st century, he is seeing a much different world. But in 200 years, not much has changed. The only real thing is that angels have become stronger. They have become better. And because of this, Gunslinger is going to have to step up his game. And I'm also very interested to see what kind of role Taylor is really going to be playing in all this. If he is just used for the plot as we introduce our first issue, or if he's going to have something bigger going on down the road. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always hit the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps. If you can't do that, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you like this video, and until the next breakdown.